What's up, everybody? It's your girl Ebony, also known as High Frequency Seeker, and this channel is to help you build knowledge and skills to attract abundant health, wealth, and happiness into your life. So how you doing, beautiful people? I hope all is well. I hope you're doing good and you're happy and healthy. This is Taurus new moon. I hope you guys are ready. Because I know I sure am. So as you can tell from the title of this video, it is called The Calling. And this is something I've been meaning to share with people for a very long time. But, you know, spirit works in their own time, honey, and we just got to go with the flow. But, this is like I said, this is really long overdue. So think of this as like a puzzle. Like I'm gonna drop a whole bunch of pieces on the board, and we gonna stretch them out, stretch the edges out, and put the edges together, and then we gonna put the pieces in the middle so we can see the bigger picture. Is the best way I can explain this, because there's so many moving parts and pieces to this situation. I don't want people to get confused, and I don't want to make this video too long, okay? But think about it as a puzzle, okay? So I just want to get started with, I'm gonna put up here a thing I found about Sojourner Truth, okay? And what it's like to have a calling, right? I found this so funny when I was doing my research on just callings and, you know, people getting callings. And Mr. Sojourner Truth, honey, was like, honey, I told my friends I gotta go. She done packed up all her stuff and she out. Like, the Lord has called y'all and I am gone. And it's kind of like, that is what it's like. It is a inkling, a pulling, and honey, this pulling inside is like relentless. Like, and I feel like, I know I had a spiritual gift for a long time. I just didn't embrace it. And now in my life, now that I'm older, it's time for me to embrace it. Like, it was just divine timing. It was just divine timing. But that's kind of like what your calling will feel like. It will be, you will know, it will be a pull in a direction that you just cannot resist. It's just unresistible, okay? And the Lord is unresistible, right? So also I want to because I'm looking down, y'all, I got some notes because it was a lot. And I want to direct y'all to Jeremiah 8:22, and in there he says, is there a balm in Gilead? Like BALM, like a bomb. And what he's referring to in this is, during that time in Gilead, things was going really, really awry and crazy and stuff. And he's like, where are the healers? Where is the ointment? Where is the priest? Where is somebody to bring these people healing? Because they are needing it. Like, we need that balm. We need something to heal these people. And where is it at, right? So with that, I really feel like that explains my energy. Like, I feel like my energy is like medicine. Like people don't like to go to the doctor. Well, some people do like to go to the doctor, but some people don't like to go to the doctor, right? But we know it's something we have to do to heal and to get better, to make sure we don't get sick. And that's kind of how I like to explain my energy. Like, it's like medicine, and some people can deal with medicine. You know, some people have side effects to medicine, some people don't. Some people don't like to take medicine. Some, you know what I'm saying? That's just kind of how I like to explain my energy. And based off what's going on in the world right now, honey, we need a bomb. We need a bomb. We need some healers, some ointments. We need it more than ever right now, right? So to kind of make it even a bigger, to explain the bigger picture in that, hi Jess from Bahati Life Apothecary. She had made a prediction, prophecy, in her Saturn and Jupiter conjunction video that happened in December, right? And it was a prophecy that it was going to be new leadership coming in, into our world. And I feel like we need something, right? We need something, okay? We need something. But she described, a new leader coming into being, sent by God. And in this video, y'all, it was kind of weird because when I first seen the video, I wasn't really into astrology and stuff like that. So I didn't really know everything she was talking about, but I can feel in the inside that something was like really, really like, who is this new leader she talking about? Like, what is she talking about? So to make that long story short, I do believe she was talking about me. And I'm like, huh, Lord? Me? Little old me? Like, y'all, I be trying to be in the back. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't really be trying to be in the front. But God was like, I need you to feel that. And I'm like, feel that prescription right there? Like, yeah. So I'm going to try to explain how I got to that point to say, hey, yeah, I think I can feel that prescription. Like, I think I can do that for you, Lord. I can feel that prescription. So, let's say, so when you get your calling, it may not be something you want to do. It may not be a position you want to step into, but trust and believe it'll be for your highest good. Okay. Absolutely for my highest good to step into this, right? So let me try to explain how, this calling or blessing, really, I feel like I won the lottery, honey. That's what it really feel like to me. It's like I hit the lotto, I won bingo, I won a scratch off, honey. Like, I hit the numbers. Like, that's what it kind of feel like to me, because I feel like I ain't never really been like the one really worthy of anything. Like I said, I be trying to play the background, but yeah, I'm gonna try to make it make sense. Okay, bring it back. So I feel like all this started October 2020. I did a predictions video for each quarter of the year, and chose a different card for each year. And for myself, even though I had nobody watching me or anything, for myself, I just followed along. Like, I want to, document my journey, right? So October through December, which is the end of the year, that card that came out was the arts. In the video, y'all, I'm like, I'm thinking, oh shoot, my channel gonna broke, I'm gonna have all these creative ideas, like I'm gonna really be able to, express my creativity more. Come October and December, like, yeah, okay. Come September, I was like, hold on, I don't know if this is actually what this is about. I really think this is about communication, right? So I was really like digging and thinking, and was like, communication. And as we know in our society, communication is not where it needs to be. Okay. So I'm like, okay, communicate. Like, maybe this, like I said, maybe this art thing isn't what I'm thinking about. It's really about communication. So October 2020, y'all, is when the spirit world and communicating opened up to me. I want to give a shout out to the Quietest Revolution, because her Red Queen video, Scorpio video, opened the box. It's like everything became live after seeing that video. And I was like, that was number one, right? Then number two was Unconditional Love. Her name is Nadia. She did a Dear Empath video. And matter of fact, I had just talked to her because the Red Queen video was like, oh my God, something just happened here. And then I called her just like, just just spilling a whole lot of stuff, right? And she had made this video called, even though I don't think it was for me or nothing like that, it's just kind of a coincidence that it happened right after that. And it was a Dear Empath video. It's still on her channel, you can watch it right now. And this one card in there was like, embrace and venture in your life, for the kingdom of heaven is for these children. Y'all, when she said that, I started getting butterflies in my stomach, like stuff just got weird. Now in my head at the time, I was really new to tarot, really new to this spiritual journey thing, so I just thought maybe I got it, maybe I really understand the cards now, like, because you know what I'm saying, I was still practicing, I didn't feel like I had knew what was going on. I was just trying and learn, trial and error, right? So but at that point I was like, I think I get it. Like, I'm feeling it, you know what I'm saying, in the inside part. And right after that video, I was watching on my TV, so it just went to something new. And Jessica from Bahati Life popped up. I don't remember what video it was. I wish I did. But whatever the girl was talking about, she was like, yep, spirit hears you. And she was like, yeah, you're really happy right now, girl. Y'all was in the house like, huh? Because I was ignoring her videos. Like, she kept popping up on my suggested list, but at that time I was really trying to keep things small because I wanted to be able to tell my story, and I didn't want to have a whole, listen to a whole lot of different readers. I wanted to just keep it streamlined, so I can explain, what my journey was like and who I listened to and stuff. So after that, I was like, oh, I need to be listening to this. Like, maybe I should take her, let me watch. I wasn't even into pick a card readings at the time because I thought they were a little cliche, like, what I'm saying, just a little cliche. So I was like, I really went into pick a card readings, but I started getting into them, listening to her. I was like, oh, the Lord sent her to me. Like, I'm supposed to listen to this girl, so let me listen to it, right? Then right after that too, Nadia had invited me to a group, a healing work, like she had a group called Healing Warriors. So I'm like, oh, how cool. Like, I didn't really have anybody to talk to about spirituality like that. So I was really happy, being in a group with a different, people who who was actually doing the same thing I was doing. We can like talk about the journey, converse, like actually having somebody I can converse with about it. So in October, I got into the Healing Warriors group. Then the Amber from the Quietest Revolution did the third wave video for Scorpio, and I'm listening to that, like, and some of these videos are some of these clips of these videos are actually on my channel, where I put things together. One is called Justice, and the other I think it's like, it has the one with the phoenix rising from the ashes, and I can't remember the actual name of it, but I've made a couple of videos that have these different things in them if you want to check it out, right? So then she did the third wave, and in that video, what was really, really interesting to me was or really stuck out for me at that time, was her talking about, Scorpios being able to combine the spirit world, like, and I'm like, girl, that's exactly what just happened right now. Like, I feel like Pandora's box just opened, and I can see like a whole lot of stuff. Like, it just got really, really interesting, right? And the fact that she brought it up in the video, I'm like, what is going on out here? And it's so funny because in that video, if you don't know, Scorpios in the tarot mean like, it's like the death card, endings, and new beginnings, right? So she says in the video, like, don't be surprised if love shows up, which is God. Like, don't be surprised if love shows up. You know, love is supposed to be stronger than you. Don't freak out. Honey, I freaked out. I was like, ah, like, can nobody else see what's going on? Like, huh? Like, I mean, I didn't freak out to other people, but on the inside, I was like, whoa, what is going on right now? Like, huh? But it was, for real, it was just so, thinking hindsight back now, it's just been really, really funny. And so I really want to explain, like, the reason for my channel. Like, in the beginning, my reason for my channel came about, I really wanted to help people believe in, well, let's start here. I wanted to be a social media manager, and for music artists, like local music artists and stuff, but it just wasn't working out how I needed to. So I had found tarot and spirituality around that same time. So I was like, you know, why not give this a chance? Like I said, I did feel like I had a spiritual gift. I just didn't like it. I didn't want to embrace it. I didn't want to use it. But I thought, hey, I can use it creatively sometimes. Like, you know, maybe it'll come out in the art kind of thing. And I wanted to help people believe in God. I feel like these young kids nowadays do not believe in God. And they have valid reasons, you know. Things have been misconstrued and misinterpreted. So I can definitely understand their pain when it comes to that, right? And because I was running from a point in time in my life too, right? Until I needed Lord. And I was like, Lord, this relationship ain't working out. This job getting on my nerves. I need you. And I found unconditional love. And I was like, you know what? This lady, because when I found her, I didn't know anything about narcissists, the narcs and empaths and stuff like that. So I was like, well, this the only lady, because honestly, everybody else was like, go, bye, don't stay. And she was the only person who was like, no, you don't have to go. You don't have to leave. You can actually stay. So I'm like, being a social media mind that I got, I'm like, okay, well, if this can work, if this stuff works out, you know, I'm gonna give this lady praise to the day it ends. Like, because, you know, me and my man been together for 10 years. Shit, I'm trying to stay. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing the work, you know, listening to her and then learning on my own at the same time, kind of thing. But my main goal was really to help people believe in God. And then I came up with my mission. Like, my mission, as I say in every beginning of every video, is to help you build knowledge and skills. Knowledge and skills to attract abundant health, wealth, and happiness, right? And that all starts with knowing God and knowing thyself. It's so many things, but you know what I'm saying, that was just my mission in the beginning, and to tell my story. I actually also had an experience in 2007 where I was working with a gentleman and trying to make that out. I'll explain that, like, I'll come back and explain that. But to me and this gentleman was working together. To make a long story short, I actually ended up, he was adopted, and I actually ended up knowing his and connecting him back to his birth mother. Okay. And I knew that wasn't nothing but the Lord, honey. That situation wasn't nothing but the Lord. And in October of 2020, I had found out that she had ended up writing a book and actually telling the story. And that goes with communication with families and stuff too, because we kind of lost communication. But sorry, bugs. But we had kind of lost communication and stuff. So I had just found out that she had even wrote her book telling the story of what happened, right? So that was like the beginning reasons of my channel. Then come November, y'all, I mean, I suggest it if you want to, but all unconditional love video, Nadia videos from October to November, honey, I was on them like trying to, like, what is going on, right? even her 11:11 portal video. Yeah, this is like a funny story, but I'm listening to the video, and then I'm reading the comments, right? Because me and Spirit just learning how to communicate. So y'all, I'm on 10 right now. Look, what is going on? I'm trying to read and trying to understand everything. So I'm in the comments, and the name of that video is The Rise of the Divine Feminine. And I also made the man holding a heart video is based out of that 11:11 video. So me and originally watching it, you know, she's talking about this, the rise of the divine feminine, and then there's a comment in there where this girl was like, yeah, from 2018, you know, I could tell, you know, from my notebook and listening to what you're saying, like the divine feminine is rising, da 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 da. And I'm like, is she talking about a person? Who is she talking about? Y'all, I called not too long after that, like, what is she talking about? Is this a person? What's going on? Like, huh? Because I had started my journey in 2018. It's actually on still on my channel, my spiritual awakening, that I had recorded on my birthday, which is October 27th. And then my son's birthday is November 1st, that I had posted on my channel November 1st, which is an angel number, and I didn't even know that at that time. But hey, you live and you learn, right? So I'm like, what's this mean? What's all this stuff mean? Like, telling her like I could really see the spirit world or something. I don't know what's going on, girl. So she was like, no, it's just the energy. Da, da, da. I was like, oh, okay. So I calmed down because I didn't really know. But I just was like, I just need to know. And you know, she kind of calmed me down, was like, no, it's just energy, it's this and that. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Then two other things happened in her videos in November. The open my eyes so I can see video actually made me understand my ego. And I recorded a video, which actually wasn't for a friend, trying to explain the ego. And I have that on my channel now. The ego death derived from that video that Nadia did. Open your eye so I can see. And it helped me understand my ego. And you know how it relates to other people, and then trying to help other people with their ego, right? So that happened, and then I made the video. I didn't even post the video because I was supposed to send it to a friend, and then I was like, well, why not just put it on my channel, right? I was like, I can give it to her and I could put it on my channel. Before I could even put it on my channel, y'all, a video popped up of Nadia's, and it was the Dear Spiritual Warriors. That y'all, we are about to get these spiritual gifts and stuff. And I'm like, huh? Like, what? Now, at the end of that video, the card that was chosen was number 22. Was it the one who feels she knows, or something like that? So I was like, yeah, in my mind this time, I'm like, huh? Like, what is going on right now? The one who feels she knows, like, I feel like I do know something, but I don't know what I know right now. Like, what is it? So after that video, I got a life purpose. At this time, I've never talked to any other reader or nothing like that. Like I said, I was really trying to keep it mainstream at this time. So Nadia was really the only person I've ever dealt with. And earlier in that year, I had a coaching session with her. Yeah, January, March. I think January, February, March. Yeah, starting in April, I had a that was like my first coaching session with her, and I'll tell y'all about that too, because that was interesting. That also helped my ego death video, because when the first time I had a coaching session with her, I didn't know she pulled cards or anything, but I had got the 9 of Pentacles, and I was like, okay, you know, like I said, my whole time was trying to document my journey on what happened so I can explain it to people, right? So I can be authentic as possible, you know what I'm saying? People don't know me, you know, you just pull up on the internet, like, but I wanted to be able to show my journey for people. And so I was like, Lord, I don't know what's going on. I feel I know something, but I don't really know what I know. So I got a life purpose reading from her and a soulmate reading, which I wasn't really trying to figure out anything about my partner. I really thought it was going to be more about me, but we both popped up in that thing. And I was like, okay. So that's interesting. We can talk about that later. But the more important thing was the life purpose reading, which if you watch some of my other videos, it's in there, where I share the reading that she did for me, right? And I was just like in awe. Like, first of all, the cards that came out, I'm like, love, balance, and friendship and service. Okay. I was like, you know what I mean? It took a little bit of time to get comfortable with it and really be like, okay, this is what you want me to do, but I'm trying to just explain the journey to y'all, right? But yeah, so in November, I had got me that life purpose reading and a soulmate reading. Then comes December. And in December is when Jessica from Bahati Life had made a Saturn and Jupiter conjunction video. Y'all, at this time, I wasn't even into astrology at the point. I told you again, I was trying to keep it real mainstream, and I wasn't trying to like divvy off too much. So she made that Saturn and Jupiter conjunction video. And like I said, in there, she talked about having like a new leadership, and just, you know, obviously she was talking to somebody. And I'm like, what? But what was interesting about that video, before I even really understood the message or what prophecy or what she was trying to say, everybody know around that time, everybody was like, oh, black people about to get their superpowers, we about to do this, we about to do that. And I'm still new, and I'm like, I don't know what they talking about, but you know, I done had these readings, and people like, what is really going on? Like, me just trying to keep up. What made it interesting was the experience that I had with, the guy's name is Brandon, with Brandon and his mom, happened on December 21st, which was in 2007. Actually, it happened December 1st, 2007, but the Saturn Jupiter conjunction was happening December 21st, 2020. So I was like, what? That just made me real interested. So in our Healing Warriors group, hey Ashlyn and Aaron and everybody there, Aaron kept asking, was like, you should talk to Ashlyn. She does astrology, you know, she can read your natal chart and stuff like that. I'm like, I ain't really trying to get into it yet. But after seeing that video, I was like, oh, maybe I should, right? So I'll post up here what she had put in our group chat. But girl, she was like, first of all, I knew my sun and my moon, but I can never figure out my rising sign. So Ashley really confirmed what my rising was, and she was like, you're a Pisces rising, you're like an elder, you can feel what people be thinking. Like, she was like, you can really feel people. It makes you a good healer and stuff. And I'm like, huh? Like, how do you know that from a chart? Like, what are you talking about? And for some reason, I really felt really Virgo-ish, which I know Jessica is a Virgo. And I really felt like Virgo. I was like, well, why am I really connected to? And I love Beyonce. Yeah, I know she's Virgo. So, I have a lot of Virgo friends, actually. Well, my aunts is Virgos. Like, I'm really connected to a lot of Virgos. And you know how precise they are. And I'm kind of more chill. So, I'm like, I don't understand why I have this, like, perfection thing. Like, why do I want to, do that? I just felt real Virgo-ish. And she was like, that was like the Queen of Pentacles energy. She talked about, I was born at 3:33 p.m. Okay, Empress energy. Hey, nah. Focus. Okay, so, and she was like, well, as y'all can see here, but she broke it down to, since I was born at 3:33 p.m. it was, you're supposed to break it down to military time, which is which turned into 6. sorry, it was like it was about choices, and it was between the Lovers and the Devil card, and it was just real interesting. Like I said, I'll leave it up here, but it was just real interesting. I was like, huh? But after that right there, that got me pumping into astrology and so much more. I was like, so y'all, I had planned to tell this whole story about my 2020 predictions video, like what I went through, talk about my time with Nadia and the information I found out through there. I just had all this planned out, but I couldn't even do it no more. That's why I'm like, this story was like supposed to be bento, but I couldn't even tell the story because I was like, oh my God, it's so much more. It's so much more right now. Hold on, like, wait a minute. Like, I even tried to put it together, but I got it in my notebooks, y'all. Like, tried to put this story together, but it just, God was like, nah, just wait, just wait. And then I had these new friends, and it was like, I want to ask them questions and stuff. Like, it was just, God was just like, just wait. And I'm like, okay. Like, it was like, find out more information, do more research. And I was like, okay. So, then after that, in December as well, Jess from Baha'i Life had posted a video on Jupiter going into Pisces. So y'all know that was another reason I had to go on astrology because I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, Jupiter goes into Pisces, and she talks about Pisces energy being dark, and oh, that's what Ashlyn said, and I forgot to say that, y'all. She was like, and darkness is your specialty. I'm like, darkness is my specialty? Like, what? Y'all, and I find it, I actually find it really, really funny too, because my whole name means dark, like ebony, and then my middle name is Lajava, which is, it means the coffee, but it's coffee with no sugar. Like, Spirit, really? My whole name. Sorry, y'all, my kid banging on the door. Like, really, Spirit, my whole name? But that was just like another like interesting fact. And then so Jess is talking about this Jupiter going into Pisces, and I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, and then she's talking about these group of leaders who would like help change the world, and I'm like, all I could be thinking about was my healer warrior friends. I'm like, no, other, not even like, it was just interesting. It was just like, huh? Like, who is these group of people? Like, what happens when Jupiter goes into Pisces? Like, what does all this stuff even mean, right? So like I said, that's when astrology really opened up for me. And I feel like, like, now I'm addicted to astrology. Like, you know what I'm saying? I definitely have a better understanding. I'm not like the expert of it yet. I feel like I'm intermittent, like, and I still have a whole lot to learn about it, but I'm really excited. Like, astrology, I'm really excited about astrology. If y'all have Netflix, check out Indian matchmaking, and they use astrology to get married. They use astrology to find couples. Like, it's matchmaking with astrology, and I find that like to be so cool, because as Ashlyn said, with me being one side of a 6, my boo is the other side of that 6. Like, it's like a perfect match. Like, when I did his chart, I was like, oh, like, literally. So astrology is just so interesting. Like, I was just like, and then I heard The Quietest Revolution. She uses astrology in the beginning of her videos. Like, I'm addicted now. I'm down the rabbit hole. Hi, Monaco too. Monaco called me talking about Kemet and Egypt and stuff like that, which made me like go deeper into astrology. Y'all, oh my God. But yeah, so I hope that kind of like brought the pieces together. I hope you can see the bigger picture in all of this, in all my little synchronicities and things. And I've been like, are you ready for this? And I'm like, I am. I am not running away from my calling anymore. It's just embrace it. I'm hugging it now. Like, I'm hugging it and I'm loving my calling now. And I'm just gonna, take one step at a time and put myself out there and do the work of the Lord is the best thing that I can say. Today is May 11th. Jupiter goes into Pisces May 13th. So I'll be back May 13th, so we can talk more and converse more on all of this amazingness that is going on right now. Like, all of the amazingness that is going on here on this beautiful planet Earth. So, oh, one more thing. I'm gonna leave y'all with one more synchronicity that I find to be just absolutely funny. And that is, so the boo was playing around with my cards, right? He had bought me some cards for Christmas, and he was playing around with them, y'all. This was maybe like 3 weeks ago, maybe almost a month. And it kind of just came to me recently that this happened when I was trying to put this story together. And he, playing around, pulled the Wheel of Fortune. It was like, well, what's this mean? And I was like, well, the wheel's gonna turn. And I was like, but you have to choose another card to see what the wheel is gonna turn to, right? So he was like, all right. He flipped another card, y'all. That mud was the Queen of Pentacles. I just busted out laughing. Like, he's like, what's that mean? What's that mean? What's the Queen of Pentacles mean? Well, honey, you about to find out. I see y'all the next one.